What is going on, YouTube? This is your boy Lago One Half Endo. Just want to do a quick video to share my thoughts on something, and just to put up a disclaimer in a way. But for what it is, if you're new to my channel, and I've got a couple subs lately, so thank y'all. But understand, when it comes to gaming, being that I'm in the industry, I don't wish bad luck on anybody. I want more games, more different IPs, more different all that stuff. So in general, I want all companies to do well. I've been saying that on my channel all the time. So I never bash the Xbox One or the PlayStation 4 because it might not be my cup of tea, but other people's consoles. So just because I don't like it doesn't mean other people don't like it. So I want them to have fun with their consoles. Same thing for people who don't like the Switch or Nintendo. I mean, hey, if it's not your thing, as long as you don't make outright lies accusations, then yeah, I don't have no problem with that. You don't like the Switch, and I've said myself, you don't have to really pick up a Switch. Really, it's not worth it at the time for most people. So hey, it's all cool. But I want to get into something right here quickly, which is basically the Xbox Scorpio reveal and stuff like that. Again, Xbox fans, hope you guys gonna pick up the console. Go right ahead. This really just goes towards me and me alone, nothing to anybody else. So you want to pick it up, see a Scorpio, see a specs, and everything, and all that stuff, go right ahead. But I do want to talk about this. So basically, Microsoft is gonna new consoles are being rumored to be announced this Thursday, that's coming up. Information will be released on one site, Eurogamer's Digital Foundry. So in other words, they're going to do a reveal on Digital Foundry. I'm going to talk about that in a quick second. They're saying Digital Foundry specializes in hardware performance breakdown, so there might be a reveal has something to do with Scorpio specs and power. We already know that Scorpio boasts 6 teraflops of performance, including 320 gigabytes of memory bandwidth, 8 CPU cores. Most say that it's the most powerful console ever made, and to be clear, more powerful than the PlayStation 4 Pro, which came out last year. Okay, so let's go with this. Now, with all that just got said, that to me, that makes me do not want a console even more. And I explain why quickly. All this stuff that they just talk about, it has 6 teraflops of performance, 32 gigs of memory bandwidth, 8 cores. You know what I have? I have a PC that has more than that. Now this is not a PC gamer versus a console gamer, because I got all of that. Last year I showed people that I played on everything from even to the Vita. I played so Xbox One, PlayStation 4. PC, Wii U, 3DS. I played on everything, so that's not my thing. I'm just saying I have a PC that does basically more powerful than that. I ain't gotta pay for online except for the provider, or if I go to certain stores or whatever. But hey, it is what it is. Because trust me, I'm always with them PC guys who be saying about, well, I gotta pay for online. Well, you gotta pay for your movies and your Hulu's and your Netflix. So you still pay for something even though you pay for online. So that argument is just stupid to me. But I digress. So you have all that stuff. Doesn't impress me. Even worse that you're doing it on Digital Foundries, who has a shady record of certain things to me, and I don't like their stuff. Oh, this is way better performance in this and better performance in that. Really? And when we get the stuff, I don't, whatever. And then some of you guys, see, you try to test benchmark and performance, okay, whatever. But then when you try to put your opinion pieces on it, is where Digital Foundry gets really crazy. Missing 1 frame rate, not a great thing. Slowdowns are considered, or the game specifically is set to be a slowdown bin, and it does, and they call the slowdown a frame drop. It slow down. That's what's supposed to happen. But other than that, keep on going. Because I ain't got much time right now. So, but the thing that all that stuff right there goes towards PC. It is where it is. Again, I want all game consoles to join over. This is what I am doing. You don't have to follow suit. And if you're gonna buy, that's cool. That's your money. You do what you have to do. I never preach to tell people buy what I buy, because that would be stupid. You have your own money. You work hard for it. But what all that stuff says right there to me is it's irrelevant. All that stuff right there, I don't care about. Why? Because of the one thing that I need. You can get, as I said, I've done this now. This analogy all the time. You can give me the Lamborghini. You can give me you can give me the Lamborghini. You can give me an Aston Martin. You can give me a Nissan GTR, which one of the cars that I love and have. Without the fuel, that car ain't gonna do nothing for me. And the fuel in this thing is the games. And lately, Xbox has been losing a lot of exclusives. And without the exclusive to drive that console, for me, it's not a purchase. I'm not even gonna be watching the whatever it is like I did, because I was curious about the PlayStation 4 Pro, and I was curious about it, and I was right about it. And it still has a problem again. Just because you both say more powerful than the PlayStation 4 Pro doesn't make me feel any better, because the PlayStation 4 Pro, as I've said before, I went to other developers and stuff, and they said that the system is not optimized. They just slap stuff together, and they don't have a cohesive, how should I say, like network of everything working well. And also the game developers can't do, because there's some games that's on the Pro that runs worse. There's some games that's on a regular PlayStation 4 and Slim that runs worse than the Pro. And buying the Slim and having the whole what do you call it, HDR, and then you have to buy a 4K TV in the first place, kind of neglects having the Pro in the first place, because all I gotta do is buy the regular PlayStation, which that's what I'm gonna do, and then just I already have a 4K TV, so I let the 4K TV engine upscale for me, because that's what the Pro does. Where? And it doesn't take the new 2.0 HDMI 2.0 HD that thing. That's you go to PlayStation's website again and talk about that signal. So it's a mangled mess, and I don't know if this Scorpio is going to be that. I hope it's not. Like I said, I hope it's not doing that. But without the games, there's nothing that drives it that makes me feel that I want to pick up the console. Hell, a couple of people's been asking, where's Cuphead? I ain't seen Cuphead. That's a game that don't need power. I don't need a lot of stuff. But lately it's been quiet. Cuphead has been quiet. Scalebound got canceled. And it's not because of the power, because of Microsoft's internal interference. A lot of exclusives has been dropped. A lot of studios has also been shut down. And from what the 8th generation have showed, 7th and 8th generation show, prettier graphics for broken games, don't care. Because I've seen many people like, oh, Mass Effect Andromeda, man, it has great, and it does. You have great vistas, and it visually looks great. But for the clipping and the buggy mess or whatever, yeah, people still go and buy it. So they don't talk what they talk. They don't back up nothing what they say. You don't want broken games, but then you still buy the broken games. Okay, all right. Here's what it is. Again, remember I said no game is perfect. All games have glitches and have a little brokenness in it, but not as the mass as this is. This is ridiculous. But with that said, we don't have like the studio's been shut down. We don't have games. The exclusives are not there. And I'm not buying it for third party, because what I could do on my PC, which is sad that this is happening, I can, unlike other gamers, I can patiently wait. Game comes out and it's third party, PlayStation and Xbox One. I could wait maybe 6 months, hell, 7 months, 8 months later, pick it up on a Steam sale or something cheaper and play the game. It kind of sucks because it does not put value to it. Now, if it's a game that's third party and it's great, like I did with Tales of Zestiria and Berseria, like those are newer games. I want to buy upfront so that the studios get most of the money out of it. But if they're broken and messy, whatever, and it is something that looks interesting and I want to pick, yeah, I don't have to pick it up right there and then. That's the sad part about it, and that hurts the industry. I admit to that default. But without the games, all that teraflops and 8-core CPU and all that junk doesn't mean nothing to me. And again, Breath of the Wild just proved that you don't need all that junk to make a really great game. You really do not. Hell, again, I don't even gotta go that far. Hell, Horizon Zero Dawn is a really good game. But it's not. But I don't need a PlayStation 4 to play. I mean, Pro to play. I can play on a regular PlayStation 4. Let the engine upscale on the TV, and I'm having fun with that game, which I did. That's why I played it. Guess how I did it with the game, and I enjoyed it. So this whole power nonsense as usual on specs doesn't. Again, I always say it again. Specs is a tool on making a game, but it's not the most important thing to make a game. Breath of the Wild proven every time it's the most powerful game, the most revered, the most accredited game, and the most sold game. Well, never the most powerful game at its time. It always never been that. Number one, always been game design. Game design, game design, game design. Without the game design, I don't care how pretty it looks. If it's if you don't have no cohesion, a crappy game, whatever, pretty don't mean nothing. Just like for a dude or female, a pretty dude who ain't got nothing in the mind is just basically the oaf, and the pretty girl, the girl who's pretty but get away with everything because she's just pretty. Yeah. People are there is a certain amount of people, guys and again girls, if you flip it around, have goals for that stuff. Me, I want something behind this. I don't care for the prettiest. I want to know what's going on. So again, without the fuel, all this tech spec stuff is irrelevant to me. Don't care. And now that they're gonna put it on, they're gonna share it on digital foundries, make me even feel like, you know what? This makes me less intent to not pick up any content in the Scorpio. We'll see how that works out. See, with Nintendo Switch, you had a wow. What does this look like? What does this feel? What is it gonna do? That's it. I didn't care about the Nintendo Switch's specs. I want to see the Joy-Cons, how it feels, or the HD rumble, which I felt, which is ridiculous. How they did that. Portable screen and the whole 9 yards. That's its own thing. So really, I'm sorry. Wish everybody out there who wants to take it, go ahead, watch it. Hope it gives you what you want. I really do. But for me, this does not tickle my fancy. And I'm gonna more feel worse because they show all this stuff and there's no exclusives. Make me think, then why should I pick up the console? Now, Xbox and Microsoft has kept all their console like Nintendo, kept their exclusives on a lock and key until the Scorpio. That might change my mind. That's the only way I'll buy a Scorpio. If they keep all the lock and key and do a Sunset Overdrive 2 and Titanfall 3 and put it back to exclusive, because Titanfall 2 I would have picked up. Like I said, I didn't play 1 because I was online and I had a crappy and they didn't have no story mode, but I picked up 2 and I picked up on my PC. I bought 1 for my friend for his Xbox One, so it doesn't negate I wouldn't buy it, but then yeah. But without the exclusives and the Cupheads and all the stuff that makes me want to go towards that, even it just doesn't work for me. So Microsoft, I hope you don't turn yourself more irrelevant than it is. But let's see if I'm wrong, and I wouldn't mind if I'm wrong, really. But it is what it is. Gaming. I'm not shocked. I'm not surprised. I don't feel love with this, because this specs and power crap doesn't do nothing for gaming. You don't change the way we design games. It don't change the way that we make our games. It doesn't change the way that we play our games, because again, the Switch does that. Makes you play the game differently, come up with new ideas. Same controller, I'll bet. Same, and then most of the power is going to be used for graphics more than important AI, better important AI, more gameplay, physics, games that talks about physics and everything. It's going to be that. That's what I'm scared of. It's going to just be going towards graphics. That's what the market's pushing for some dumbass reason. Hey, look at ukulele. Sad to say that also went down that little trap. I think ukulele should have pushed it back a little more and let them work, and should have worked on it. That game is sadly something that I didn't like when they lied about something about it. And 2, I'm not gonna lie, it's not gonna be something that I'll be picking up. Some people they love platformers and they'll pick it up when it's like $10, $20. That's good for them again. And I would never hate those people for doing them, because they want to see what the game is all about. A lot of people said, I've seen people say that the game's all right, it's not great. And the camera work is not my problem, because I got Tales Legend of Kain. The cameras on that is really messed up too. It's not not that the camera locks itself like the ukulele. It just the controls of the camera is so limited that it does hurt. So I understand that would be the bottom issue. Bottom issue for me was Platonic did lie about something, one, and two, they the whole stop frame glitches and stuff that they have in that game. That's kind of what's stopping me from picking up the game. But again, for those who want the Project Scorpio Thursday, hope this guys get you what you want. For you tech heads who want this stuff, go right ahead. It's where the people who are tech people will be, this is awesome, this is great, but they also have PCs and they know they could get stuff, they could get their games cheaper if they ain't got exclusives. It's a weird situation for me. But other than that, wish you guys a good day. Hope everything goes well for you. And this is your boy Ligo, One Up and Duo, and you know what it is. There's no perfect games out there. Perfect is not perfect to me. Perfect is not perfect for you. Simply enjoy those games. Peace out. No matter what console, even PC. Later.